So what's going on, guys? Box here, and welcome to a brand new episode of the MotoGP 21 career mode. And today we're going to be getting into the next two rounds. Last time out we went to Finland and the Dutch Grand Prix. Two very solid results in the bag. If you missed it, go check it out. But the championship looks like this now. 15 points we are in P3, and we're behind Romy Gardner, 15 points back. In the GP, let's take a look. Well, it's tight between the two factory Yamahas, Mir in P3, and then the two factory Ducatis there, 4th and 5th. So, all very tight. We do have some upgrades we can do now. Our final major upgrades, unless we get into some of these sub-nodes. So, for the frame, do we want to go for better reactivity or tyre consumption reduction? Well, we struggle with tyre wear, so let's get people onto this. So let's get a few people on this, and then so that's going to take 9 weeks. That should come by the end of the season. We're not far off the next engine upgrade, so if I skip on a week, yeah, there we go, we can get in and do the final engine upgrade, which will either be maximum torque increase or fuel consumption reduction. Well, we don't really have an issue with fuel consumption, so we'll go for maximum torque, shall we? Get these guys onto this, and that's going to take 9 weeks. So where's that going to put us? Well, 10 weeks on is week 38, so it's going to be here. So yeah, for Motegi we'll get both upgrades for the last part of the season, so that's pretty good. That's going to work well for us. I'm going to advance on. Next up is Austria and Silverstone for our home Grand Prix. So there we go, qualifying 2 is done, and look how close things are out of Austria. We were just over a 10th off of Romy Gardner, and that's P8. That's P8, top 8 separated by less than a tenth and a half. So that is crazy, that is crazy. First 2 rows separated by less than a tenth. So it's very tight, the pace. I do like it here at Austria, so could this be our next win? Could we get back-to-back wins here? Could we get Austria and our home Grand Prix? Well, we're going to have to. We're going to have to try, aren't we? So, in terms of tyres, then it's going to be a medium front, hard rear. The hard front worked out at the last race, which was Finland. Couldn't think of the the race then. But that was Finland, so let's see. The clouds are out today, so I doubt we'll get the temperature in the front. Augusto Fernandez thinks he will. He's gone for hard front. So is Roberts and Ben Snyder on our row. So there you go. Interesting choice from each of these Moto2 riders. We are racing. Well, we're potentially racing for the championship now. We've closed the gap down. I need a few wins. That will help us out massively. So let's see what we can do. Off of the line. Start from the middle of the 3rd row. Get a really good start. Look at that, back into traction control mode 3 after the initial launch. Chuck it into turn 1. Getting alongside the Mark VDS of Sam Lowes. Tucking in behind his teammate Fernandez, and a very solid start. Leave it in power mode 3 as we charge up this second long straight here at the Red Bull Ring. Braking at identical points to Sam Lowes, fellow Briton. Oh, that allows his teammate back up the inside. We're losing out a few positions there. Come on. I've turned the anti-wheelie down probably a little bit too much there. Right. Settle back into the top 5 if I can get past Di Gianantonio, which we can at the bottom of the hill at turn 4. Back on the gas nice and early. And there we go, back into the top 5. Romy Gardner leads from Raul Fernandez, Sam Lowes, and then Augusto Fernandez in P4. KTM Red Bulls against Mark VDS's against us on our Petronas. Our Petronas bike here. So let's go then. Come on. Di Gianantonio is right behind us. We of course have the VR46 riders back there as well. Well, at least Bezecchi. He's going to be one to get into this action. I want to go for the win, and look at those stupid curbs. This game and the curbs, man. I hate these curbs. I really do hate the curbs. I'm going to use power mode 3 early on. I'm going to use up a lot of our excess fuel early on if I can. Don't want to go out to the penalty loop, but we're out wide there. Getting back alongside Fernandez. Come on, charge up the hill. Slipstream. I'm going to head to the inside line this time round. Brake nice and late. Oh, we're being out-dragged. We're being out-dragged. Come on. Come on. Come on. Whoa, contact. He switches it to the inside. Probably smart. Get away from me. We're a bit uncontrollable lately. Remy Gardner jams your rival. He runs deep and we get him back on the cutback. Very nice move. All started on the brakes at the end of that second straight, didn't it? Got the inside. On exit, the Red Bulls came back at us. And we were able to pull... How's that track limits? We were able to pull it down on the brakes at turn 4 to get the lead of this Austrian Grand Prix. They're all battling behind it. It's all a bit scrappy lately. It's all a bit scrappy. Into turn 9. I think we will get fastest lap on this lap, but it's whether we can hold some decent pace for the rest of the race. Let's see then. It is fastest lap of the race, 32.6. Anyone behind able to beat that? Well, they probably will over the next few laps. Well, I'm getting on the curbs and already under pressure from both Red Bulls. Look at this. Fernandez taking the lead. Remy Gardner trying to get back alongside. Use the top end speed advantage that we have over the AI. Run it wow deep into there. Wow deep. Just about to hold on. Mark VDS and Fernandez getting involved. Sam Lowe's gone backwards. The VR46 bikes are closing up. P5 and P8. But it's all switching around behind. Into turn 4. All that battling has cost us to lose time on this lap. But they're saying that, so will everyone. Around turn 6. Oh, there's a crash. It's the VR46 of Vier. Or is it Vietti? Oh, I can never remember this. Vier or Vietti. I can't remember now. Here we go then. Remy Gardner crucially back there in P4. We've been slowly closing him and Sam Lowe's down in this championship. They haven't been getting their usual wins lately, so that's helped us out. Especially at Finland when they both chucked it down the road. Again, Fernandez closes down. We lost a lot of time on this lap with all that battling at the start. Let's see if we can set another fast lap of the race here on this lap. I think we're probably holding these guys up, but if they can't get by, they can't get by. There we go, that's better. But saying that, is not personal best for this first sector. We're just under a tenth, just over a tenth down. So that's interesting. Green flags are back out. Out of turn 3. Half decent exit. Gap to Fernandez is 0.8 of a second. Let's see if we can go for fastest lap on this, lap number 4. Oh, a bit of a slide on through turn 4. Couple of tenths underneath our personal best, which is also a fast lap of the race. Stick with us. See if we can set another fastest lap of the race. Gaps up to a second behind. Making this Petronas bike work for us. Really is working for us. Back into power mode 3. I want to get fastest lap of the race at the minute. And we're on a pretty good lap, but the fuel levels are going to drop, so it'll probably get beaten. If not by ourselves, by someone else. Out the final corner, then a little bit of a slide on, but we're 4/10, almost half a second underneath of our personal best. 32.1. But we've got this lap and the next lap to go, so that's 2 laps. In case you can't count, and I've run it wide there, horribly wide. Use the penalty, Luke. But look at the front and rear tyres in terms of tyre wear. These tyres have got to go another 2 laps. And we've already taken chunks out of the tyre life. And recently I've struggled on worn tyres, so hopefully that doesn't come to bite us. But look at the gap. It's just under 2 seconds to the 2 Fernandez's behind. So Let's just dig deep here. We could be on for our second win in the Moto2 class. Just the last sector of the last lap to go. Really good pace on this last lap too. Gonna set another fast lap of the race. Hopefully we can break into the 31s. A little bit wide at the final corner. Come on. Back on the power. Sprint for the line. I think we're gonna break into the 31s. I don't know why I keep getting this black screen as well. After the race, it doesn't show the animation, which is a bit weird since that update. But we do get a fast lap of the race, 31.9. And the AI, they were weak here. They were weak. They're usually a lot closer to us in terms of pace, but pretty weak showing from them today. And we do take fast lap of the race. I do like it here at Austria, so solid result. And look at that, we move up to second in the championship, just 3 points off of Remy Gardner. We're coming for him. So yet another win here, our second win in the Moto2 class, our third back-to-back podium. So we're on a bit of a roll now. The bike's almost fully upgraded. We've got the last upgrades to the frame and the engine coming just before Motegi. So for the last 4 races or so. So that's going to be good. But let's get into our home Grand Prix now. See if we can get another win. Can we get another win? At least a podium. This is going to put us in good stead trying to get a GP ride for next season. So we're here in Q2 then. We made it through in Q1 with flying colours. And we're chasing a 208.393 at the minute. So let's see what we can do on this lap. Currently just under 4 tenths off through that first sector. And that was an awful launch on there. I can't get round that corner in the Moto 2. I can't get the bike to stick. But anyway, at the top of the hill, around turn 7 at Stowe, that's a little bit better. I struggled in the first sector in Q1, so it's probably just a similar pattern here in Q2. See what it is for the second split. 6 tenths off. Nope, we're going the wrong way. We're not doing what I did in Q1. I suddenly went fastest through the second sector in Q1, so stick with it. Head for the line then. What's it going to be? Oh, we've pulled it all back. I don't know where I've pulled this pace from in the final few sectors. The AI just very strong for the first half of the lap, and then we're just stronger in the second half, and it's net pole. Let's see. End the session. Ah, Lowe's and Remy Gardner, our rivals, just beat us, but we're on the front row. That's crucial for us heading into this championship battle with those 2 riders specifically. So our home Grand Prix then, what can we do? Is it a 4-lap race? I can't remember. I think it was a 4-lap in Moto 3. In terms of tyres, go medium front, hard rear. That should work for us. Check the brakes. And we're good to go. Here we go then, lights about to go out. What can we do? We've got the inside line at least, if I can get a decent launch. Which is okay, but not enough to get through on Gardner. Remy Gardner looking at the inside of Sam Lowe. Sam Lowe's hung out to dry there. Middle of the front row is probably the optimal starting position. Here we go. Whoa. Don't want to clip the back of Remy Gardner there. Lowe's is through as I've ran wide. Vier's just crashed out behind. Oh, and this is the flip-flop I can't do at turn 6. But Vier's crashed out inches behind us. Inches. I'm talking inches. We were so close to being wiped out by Vietti. Or was it Vier? I always get them mixed up. I think Vier's our teammate, isn't he? It's Vietti, isn't it? Well, here we go then. Closing up to the back of fellow Brit Sam Lowe's. Of course, Sam Lowe's, fellow Brit. He's going to want to win the British Grand Prix here. So, 2 top riders in the class. Both British here at the British Grand Prix. Who's going to get it? Us or Sam Lowe's? Put your predictions in, but track limit warning. I hope they did because they chucked grass up as well. So Gardner leads from Lowe's, from us. Come on. Gap's 8 tenths of a second. We've got someone right behind us, Fernandez. Oh, he's right on the outside. He's trying it around the outside, isn't he there? Gonna hang him up to dry there. He's gonna hold on though. 3 wide as we get tuck in. Ah, Fernandez is through. It's a 5-lapper here in the Moto 2. Oh, look at them all getting a better exit than us. Come on. Gonna have to dig deep here. Oh, for Brooklands, Joe Roberts. Just clip him, there is a crash. It's Sam Lowes. Both British riders here falling backwards. We've just gone backwards. Sam Lowes just fell off. I don't know what happened to Sam Lowes. But here we go, pound mode 3. Let's see if we can get back through on these guys. Get in that podium position. Oh, Remy Gardner's down. Both championship rivals ditching it in the dirt. Raul Fernandez leads now from Digi Antonio. Not for long. I'm going to get underneath of Digi Antonio. No, I'm not, as the bike's getting all out of shape there. The engine brake's a little bit powerful on this, so I don't want to turn it down though. I like the braking power from the engine brake. But just when you let go of the throttle, sometimes it can just snap on you, which isn't ideal. Bezecchi's right behind. Digi Antonio closing down into Stowe. Could win this. Close right up through there. He's all across the curb there. That has to be track limit warning. I haven't seen the AI take a long lap penalty on this game, and they're cutting the corners at every opportunity at the minute. But Digi Antonio, oh, we closed him down in the braking zone, didn't we? Just let go of the throttle a little bit. Had to roll off the throttle because we'd have crashed into him. Oh, we've run it deep into there. I was trying to get underneath of him. That wasn't going to work. Whoa. Side swiping. Bezecchi. Just about holding on to this Petronas Moto2 bike. Out wide on the AstroTurf. They're going to come back through. It seems to be in the race, the second half of the lap, we lose out to the AI. It was the other way around in quali. Oh, Digi Antonio's down. The AI corner cutting. Everyone's down behind us. That's going to allow Sam Lowes to go from 7th to 3rd in one corner. I don't know why the AI insist on crashing. But there is a huge gap back to Sam Lowes. And it is Fernandez that leads. He's kept it on the racing line. And that's paid off for him. Gap back to Sam Lowes is 4 seconds. So if Fernandez makes a mistake, we could inherit first place here. I don't know if that will happen. If I can find some decent pace as I'm messing up the first sector there. See if we can get this flip-flop bit correct. Yeah, look at that. We get that bit sorted. So we've got 2 laps after this one. The gap's 1.7 seconds to Fernandez. Let's see if we can close this gap down. Crashes behind. And we've gone 6/10 under our personal best, which is fastest lap of the race. We've closed down Fernandez here in this lap with 2 laps to go now. Sam Lowes has crashed again. And Bezecchi and Baldassari at the back. They're all crashing. Sirene's down. What is wrong with them? We're on the final lap. Another fast lap of the race. But the gap's only 9/10. Fernandez is on rails here. And our front tyre is almost gone. But let's see if we can close him down on this last lap. Sam Lowes has crashed again. How's he crashed like 3 times in this British Grand Prix? Look at this. Watch out, Fernandez. We want this home Grand Prix win. Come on. Buckle up. Let's go for it. We're just going to have to go for some mad overtake here. What's he doing? He's gone and wiped us out. What's he do that for? He's gone and wiped us out. As I got the inside. We're still, the battle continues. What? I'm so confused. But anyway, it's that classic thing where you got the inside of the AI, and you know, it is late, but it's kind of fair really when you look at it, when you rewind it and have a look. Like, it wasn't outrageous. Just gone for a cheeky dive bomb, and the AI don't adjust their line. Once they're committed, and if you get a tiny tap from the AI, you just bounce off like a bouncy ball and you hit the deck. But here's Fernandez. I'm not having him win this race. We're winning the British Grand Prix, not Raul Fernandez. Round 16. Hold that wide line, which will become the inside. Oh, he's closed right up, but come on. Oh, Bezecchi's hit the deck. I heard someone hit the deck. It was Bezecchi. Sam Lowes has hit the deck again. Come on. Oh, we're going to get the win. Back-to-back wins. We won the British Grand Prix as well. Fantastic. Right at the end, though. Right at the end, but I will take it. After a collision, weird collision, everybody falling off, weird collision. Just us and Fernandez hadn't, and then we collided. And we respawned exactly the same moment. And we managed to take the win. What a weird one. I will take it. But we are leading the championship for the first time in Moto 2. Brilliant comeback. And we lead by 15 points over Remy Gardner and Sam Lowes because they couldn't keep it upright. So, bit of a weird one. So that has been it for today's episode. Back-to-back wins here, Austria and then our home Grand Prix. So if you are new here, get subscribed for plenty more of this career mode. We're trying to get ourselves a GP ride ready for the next season, so make sure you do stick around. But as always, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode.